Hey guys, so this is Nick here. So I've got this old kind of, you could say, barn find engine here. Um, and basically what I'm going to do is split the cases. So take it completely apart and split the cases. So I have my bike, which I'm not going to split the cases on until, later on. I'm going to use this as my guinea pig. I've never done it before, so I'm going to learn through this engine. And I figure if I can do it on this one, I can do it on mine. And this engine, this engine was well abused. So I'm going to take it apart and learn how to do that. I'm sure some of the parts are still good, but I'll figure that out. I'll make these videos as I go. Maybe I'll upload them all at the end. Use my GoPro probably, but anyways, so we'll see how this all goes. The idea is to get the good parts and bad parts out of this engine. So you get the good ones, remove the bad, and then build a good engine that I can then swap into my existing bike, and then rebuild that engine and have a second engine or something. We'll see. So, anyways, so we'll see how this goes. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. So, just took the case off. These guys rubber bonded or did something, and you can see it got into the oil. These guys were, idiots putting this engine back together. Now this is a barn find from, some guys who totally didn't know what they were doing. They had taken it apart, obviously, and put it back together. So anyways, on my way. And gonna see what parts are good, gonna see what parts aren't, but work my way in. So next part here, gotta take off the clutch, then the oil, you get the circlip, oil filter, all these parts, take them out, and then I think I move to the other side. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, just took the case off. These guys rubber bonded or did something, and you can see it got into the oil. These guys were, idiots putting this engine back together. Now this is a barn find from, some guys who totally didn't know what they were doing. They had taken it apart, obviously, and put it back together. So anyways, on my way. And gonna see what parts are good, gonna see what parts aren't, but work my way in. So next part here, gotta take off the clutch, then the oil, you get the circlip, oil filter, all these parts, take them out, and then I think I move to the other side. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I got the clutch basket off. And you can see, now of course this bike was totally abused and left outside, but you can see all the rust that's gotten in here. Not only the rust, the tar that they Honda bonded or whatever it's called. I don't even think it's Honda Bond. I don't know what the hell they used. Yeah, so I got the clutch basket off. You take that off by these 4 screws here, the springs. Yeah, you can see that the bond that they used was way in excess, got into the oil, got into here. This is also rust and that stuff. It's gross. So they really screwed up this engine. So, yeah. Okay, so you get the clutch basket out. Obviously, you get your plates and all that, steels out. Then you got to get to this section. So how you do that is you got to take the circlip out. Then you got to screw in, I think this is an M6 if memory's correct. And you just screw it in here, and then it pulls out. Now you can see from these guys, again, wow, did they ever do a number. So, oh my God, what a mess, what a mess. So on to the next. Okay, so I finally got the complete clutch plates out. There's a base one with this, so if you can see that in the video, it's just a fine little needle kind of wire that keeps it in. See this hole right there? That's where you'll see the two points here. Sorry, see those right there? They fit through there. All you got to do is push them through, and then you can get them out. Then you can get that bottom plane out. So it's interesting. You can see because of all the gravity, of course, gravity, good old gravity. Right down there, you can see that. Well, you might not be able to see this. See if I can go it this way. But it's nasty down there. There it is. You can see it now in the video. So that's all the grime. Now, these guys effed up this motor badly, but you can see all the grime. So, so when you're replacing your clutch, make sure to take out even the base plate. And you can see like the back side of it, how nasty that is. And sort of, you know, cleaning that out would be a huge benefit. So, yeah. So, currently I'm having a trouble getting that bad boy out. It is stuck. Even using an impact wrench, it is not going anywhere. So, yeah, having fun. So I'll keep posted and keep going here. Okay, bye. Okay, well, I did it. The barn find engine is apart. So the hardest part was getting the oil filter nut apart. That is this bad boy. This one here. So I was using an impact, driver, 3/8, real heavy duty. I was hitting it with a sledgehammer. Nothing worked. Then I went online and someone said, use a regular 1/2-inch socket and get the longest bar you can. I just happen to have some wood clamp bars here, like pretty freaking long. Simply went outside, put it on, and without even trying, got it loose. After that, undid all the case bolts, and this engine here I got from a guy. I don't know the true history of this engine, but they clearly, whoever put this engine back together at one point, didn't know what they were doing at all. Used unbelievably excessive amounts of some sort of case bond, but I don't even know what that is, but it got into the engine, clogged the oil filter, got into every part of the engine, and that was a lot of the problem. But the good news is this engine had low kilometers. All the gears and all the important parts are still good, just need to be cleaned up. The cases are done pretty much, so I won't be reusing those. But I do have two perfectly good cases to my right over there. So I'm going to be rebuilding this engine over time and making it a pretty freaking good engine. So basically, yeah, like once you get the oil cover off, it goes really quickly. Then you take off the clutch basket. And then you really, from there, then you also got to take off the starter over here. But then you just simply take off the case screws and nuts, and then you start kind of prying and prodding and also just hammering away. Now it depends on your case, whether you're going to get new cases or not, to how you do that. There is parts where you can hit, where there, gives you room to whack it with a mallet and a driver of some sort. But yeah, so it really wasn't that hard. I guess I was always afraid of splitting my case. I didn't split my case, like my actual bike is right there. So I didn't want to take my engine apart and possibly ruin my actual running engine. So the idea is to learn on this bad boy, the barn find, rebuild it to basically better than brand new. I'll probably end up putting some Wiseco pistons in there, boring it, new cam chain, and just making sure everything's just top notch, and rebuild myself a better engine than I have the one I'm running right now. And yeah, so yeah, I guess that the best way to do it, yeah, if you can get a barn find engine like I did and take that one apart. That's the best way to learn, because if you make a mistake or damage a part, you're on your barn find engine. I was using the impact, especially that oil nut that I was talking about. I damaged the oil retainer, literally hitting it with a sledgehammer, and I busted apart right here. And so, yeah, I wouldn't recommend obviously that method because now I'm gonna have to find that part on eBay. And also, yeah, once you take the once you get this off the oil, once you get that nut off, this just simply pulls out along with the there's a little gear as well. And then take the oil filter off, then this clutch basket will come off. Then once you get that off again, then you got to take your starter chain off. That comes off pretty easy. You just pull it off. It's not showing up there in the light, but there you basically literally just pull it off. You can see I didn't need the flywheel puller. I may need that to go further, so I may have to still order that. But I was able to split the cases without it, so I don't know if I need that or not. I'll have to check everything a bit more, but now this one I was a little bit more careless in a sense on it because it was a damaged case to begin with. You can see here it's cracked, so I wasn't going to reuse. You can see the real crack right there. So I wasn't going to reuse the cases. I just went at it, and it was really quite easy. Yeah, so I was almost shocked how easy it was. But I was after the transmission because I'm still having the odd shifting problem here and there with my engine, and I'm not sure whether it was the linkage or the transmission. So the idea is to build a new engine and hope for the best and make it perfect. You know, and all the little mistakes I've made along the way, I can do it right this time. So yeah, so that's it. So it was awesome. I'm so happy I did this. I've always wanted to split the case, and I was kind of afraid of it. Now that I did it, it's really not that bad. Of course, now I got to put it back together, but I'll definitely use the manual putting it back together. Take photos along the way if you ever do it, in video, and go slow, especially if it's your actual engine. But yeah, so I hope this helps someone. But yeah, good luck. Okay, guys, bye.